is my cue. Wow. All right. So all I'm going to say is the bar has been set high. That was awesome. All right. Very cool. All right. So we're preparing for our next performance.
Are we next?
Manteca.
No, Manteca. So I don't have it either. I mean,
the hardest part about an outfit I found is the hat. How's this one? Better? Not as good as the other one? Okay, so, all right. We'll see how it goes. So we're going with the gold hat for right now. All right, so this is what we're going to do while we're waiting for them to get set up. When they're ready to go, they're going to give me the high sign. We're going to do a little competition, all right? So what I need is I need some volunteers to come up and help me with this competition. Now there are treats involved, so I mean, who doesn't want treats? So who would like to come up and be involved in this competition? All right, come on up. Yeah, you take it. Let's see. So some hands. Okay, let's do that. Come on up. All right. Here we go. All right, perfect. Perfect group. We got. Oh, okay. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Now, this competition this is a lot of people in this competition, to be honest with you. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you a story. At the end of the story, you're going to tell me what you think the moral of the story is. Okay? Whoever gets it right gets it true. All right. So here we go. This is the way the story goes, as I've heard and said. So pay attention. Now there was a young frog who lived in a pond. Okay, his name was Benny. Now Benny was just an ordinary frog. He had a lily pad, and he caught bugs in the morning and bugs in the afternoon. He had some friends, some woodland creatures that would come around and visit him at the pond. He had a little friend that was a little chipmunk. His name was Chip. And well, his fur was brown. It was kind of like chocolate brown, so therefore he was like basically a chocolate chip. Thank you. You gotta stay with me, guys. You gotta stay with me on this. All right. So now, Benny always thought to himself, I just wish I was more popular. And at night he would sit in his lily pad and he would think about, if only I were more popular and I had more friends, it would be great. He started to think, who's the most popular, loved person that he knew? And guess who that was? Chocolate chip? No. Santa, of course. Santa Claus. And he thought to himself, you know what it is? It's that beard. It's that beautiful white beard. Only if Benny had a beautiful white beard like Santa, he would be the most popular frog in the pond. So that night, he wished to Fairy Frog Mother. You didn't even know that. You're not really in the frog world, but Fairy Frog Mother, only if I had a beard. And he thought about this, and sure enough, the light began to descend on his room, and poof, there was Fairy Frog Mother. It said, now Benny, you have a wish? And he said, oh yes, Fairy Frog Mother. I've always wanted to be popular, and I think I can achieve that by a big white beard. And Fairy Frog Mother said, Benny, you get one wish. That's all you get, your whole life. And you're really going to use it on a beard? And he said, yeah, that's really what I want. He said, Benny, this is not wise. This is not wise. However, I am Fairy Frog Mother, and I will grant you your wish. However, just be warned, Benny. If you ever shave that beard, you will turn into an urn. Because see, Benny was afraid of dead people. And what do you put inside an urn? Dead people. So the next morning, Benny woke up, and you'll never believe it. Big white beard, beautiful white beard. And sure enough, all the woodland creatures came around, the deer and the antelope and the bunnies and everybody said, look, Benny's got a beard, that's so cool. And Benny was hopping from lily pad to lily pad, showing off this big white beard. And this was great. Everything he wanted came true. Popularity like he could not believe. And this went on for a few days, until after about a couple of weeks. And then, not so many people came to see Benny and his beard. And one morning, Benny was trying to catch flies, and that beard, every time he would try to leap, he would chase the fly away. So he was starting to get hungry. And he thought to himself, this is a bad idea. So he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm sure that Perry Frogmother won't even know, but I'm going to shave off my beard. And so that's what he did. And the next morning he woke up and poof, he was turned into an urn. What is the moral of this story, Richard? Please.
This was one hip-hoppy decision he had to make.
Hip-hoppy decision. Think he's right? Wrong. Okay, next.
If I heard the story correctly, I believe that it's referring to in Ether chapter 12, verse 27. We learned from the passage in Ether that and so I believe that Benny's problem is that his weakness is that he thinks that he can do something that can be popular. When really, the Lord gives us our weaknesses so that we can come unto Him and make those weak things become strong.
Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And I wouldn't expect anything less from a missionary, but totally wrong. Totally wrong.
Alright, I got this. So, what came to mind was Lehi's dream. How in the path to the gospel and to eternal life and preaching eternal salvation, we have to go through this narrow path, we have to hold on to the iron rod. And all that popularity is basically, we're able to see it now in our days, how everything that's popular is supposed to be moral, which the laws of the Lord never change. And so all those popularities, I guess, up here would indicate to the spacious building that where people are just where the popular kids are.
Lehi's dream. What do you think? He's been paying attention. He has been paying attention in Sunday school. Very good, but very wrong.
Mine will be short and sweet. Sure, popularity is nice, but if you cannot show your true self to your friends, you cannot show your true self to yourself. So.
Very deep. Very deep. I like that. Again, very wrong, but very deep.
I had several that came to mind. One of them was basically what he said, that you be who you are. And he had his friends, right? He had a little rodent guy who was his best friend. Yeah, chocolate chip. But what was his best friend after he made his wish? Now, I also believe that that wish, that was that one important thing that he could have wished for anything, but he wasted it on and squandered it for something as childish and selfish as being popular, where he could have wished for something much greater that people will be accepting of him or anything else. But he decided to change his outward appearance to make himself look better and to please everyone else. So I think, yeah, that's it.
All right, very, very good. I like that one. You ever like that? Very good, very good. I really believe that you guys have way overthought this, okay? Here's the answer. The answer, the moral. Oh, what? No, we'll get to the right answer in just a moment. We're going to let these guys go down there. The correct answer is a Benny shaved is a Benny earned.
Is this one of those mentor jokes that we never get?
Yeah, you see, I have to tell you something. I have been in the YSA second branch Modesto for 3 years now, and I have been released. And this is my swan song, so now you know why. But because they were all good sports, and they came up with some better answers than a Benny shaved is Benny earned. They all are going to get treats. 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 Right? Very good. Okay, well that was fun. But now for what you really came for, the Manteca YSA.